What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Woman goes to social media and wants everybody to know. She wants you to know, so listen up. I will not thank my husband for helping around the house. So you might be thinking, now why would she say that? Well, let's find out. Let's get it.
I'm not going to thank my husband for putting a new trash bag into the trash can. I'm not going to thank him for putting his clothes in the hamper. I'm not going to thank him for unloading the dishwasher. I'm not going to thank him for changing a diaper. I'm not going to thank him for cleaning a toilet. I'm not going to thank him for making the bed. I'm not going to thank him for doing any of the things that just come with living in a house. Like, if he would have to do it, if I didn't live here, like if he lived by himself and that was still a required task,
Right.
I'm not saying thank you. That is just part of existing in a functioning home.
I'm not sure where this line of thought came from, that if we say thank you or show any type of gratitude, that we are enabling lazy men and that we will end up receiving less. Ladies, that is not how men work. And could you imagine if a man took the same line of thought and he decided he would no longer praise you for caring for your children, for making dinner, or for doing housework? Men are results driven, which is why gratitude, even for the small things, goes a long way. And withholding gratitude simply because you feel entitled to those things or actions is a recipe for disaster.
All right, guys, there you go. You heard it for yourself. What do you think of what she said and the reasons she gave, and also the follow-up video that was stitched by the second creator? I will say this. People don't realize that certain things have to change when it comes to long-lasting relationships and marriages. Playing hard to get, because this is along those lines of like, oh, not too much validation. Because I've even said, man, if you're meeting a chick for the first time, don't shower her with unnecessary compliments. This is different. That's a person who you're not in a relationship with, right? Don't do too much, as in make sure that they also are in a place where they reciprocate so you can avoid being bitter. And people may say, well, you know, that's how you should be to everybody. Nah, the world does not work that way. So what about what I'm saying right now has to do with this video? Well, this mentality of don't thank him too much, girl. Don't be too unnecessarily thankful. Encourage him to be lazy. All that. People need thanks in a relationship. People need that in a marriage. People need that once in a while, because it's in those long-term relationships and marriage where people forget the little stuff, where people forget to do the small things. And it's the small things that remind you that you are appreciated, especially for men. Men who often feel like they're never really satisfied with their own performance. It helps them to have that validation. Yes, men too enjoy that validation, because a lot of men and families look around and they want to give their family everything. They think they can work more hours. They think they can make more money. So thanking them for the small things goes a long way to actually encourage them to keep on working harder, because it provides a type of mindset that's resilient to negative thoughts, right? So this whole idea of don't thank your husband for things that he would be doing anyways is just some ridiculous feminine stuff. And I think it should go both ways. I think men who are in relationships or married, you should thank your woman when she does something that you appreciate. And guys, speaking about gratitude and just being thankful, you're going to thank me later for me introducing you to the sponsor of today's video, Mac Work. Hey guys, I'm here with a friend of mine, Mac Work. He's a very well-known lifestyle specialist and fitness coach here in the Los Angeles area. He also runs a fitness camp called Wine and Work, where he incorporates like fitness and dance. Listen, this man right here, guys, I wouldn't bring somebody here who I haven't already vetted myself. He's changed many people's lives, including my own, when he helped me lose over 60 pounds in 4 months. I know what you're thinking. It sounds way too, they don't believe me, bro.
Nah, I know when you said it.
Good thing I brought the receipts. Good thing I brought the facts. You guys can see, if you don't want to take my word for it, because I have my pictures here on the screen, he has like, you have so many of those before and after photos, but don't just take my word for it, man. Take a look at these insane before and after photos. The first time I stumbled on your IG page, I think it was like 2021. I was looking at these photos and I thought all of them were fake. I was just like, no, he's doing something here with these like photos, Photoshop. Do you Photoshop any of these photos? Could you let the people know?
No, sir. We don't Photoshop. We tag and we make sure that it's the real person there, so that if you have any questions, you are more than welcome to ask them.
If you guys are tired of being disappointed of what you see when you look in the mirror, because I have to start with the superficial stuff, because, you know, we're humans and it seems to be all we care about in the beginning. it turns into more than that. Of course, it's about bettering the quality of your life. It's about health, right? I mean, my life has been changed ever since. I was about 265 pounds, 60 pounds when I first signed up. Could you explain to the people real quick, Mac, what comes with the online program is what I really want to highlight here. The online fitness program.
Well, the thing I think that is most important is that it's not just a program, you actually have access to me, right? So if you have any questions, as a matter of fact, I leave some stuff out at the beginning so that you can actually ask me questions so that we can interact and build a rapport. The more you trust me, the more we can grow together. But the program comes with meal planning. It comes with weekly check-ins so that we're looking at your progress week to week, before and after pictures. And as I mentioned at the beginning, being able to text me, being able to have that communication is very, very important to build the rapport. And then of course, weekly workouts where you can do the workouts on your own time because everybody's schedule is different. So that's the beauty of the program. Keep it very simple. And, we make sure that we get the results. Even if they sound a little crazy, right?
Yeah, they sound crazy. They sound fake. But guys, let me tell you something, man. It was a difficult time for me when I got to my lowest point back in 2021. I remember sitting down and trying to do this by myself. And I think a lot of people underestimate. If you got to think about, if you've never lost 60 pounds, if you've never lost 50 pounds, I don't know how much weight you want to lose. If you've never done it before, you might need some help. Even if it's just the accountability of having somebody on the other end there who's kind of like checking in on you. And it was that, and it was also the information and the meal planning, and he's there with you every step of the way. A lot of people may think like the online training thing isn't as effective as working with somebody one-on-one, but it's 2023, man. Get on this, capitalize on this, man. I brought him on here for a reason, to help you like he's helped me, guys. Make sure you hit that link pinned to the top of the comment and sign up with Mac Work. He will change your life. He's changed mine. I appreciate you for coming on.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Vice versa. Let's check out some of these comments, see what the people have to say. Comments might surprise you guys. First comment here says, I'll thank her after signing the divorce papers. This commenter says he'll be serving some coffee. Drink that.
I hate coffee. It's so strong.
Doesn't matter. Drink that. Another comment here from another man says, my wife did exactly this. We're in the divorce process right now. Look at how that turned out. When your man cheats, and this has been your mentality, you'll come with snot on the coffee pod talking about.
And I just did everything, I tried everything, but it's just like, man.
You're right. You're there crying in front of everybody. When it's time for a little bit of espresso, you don't want to take a shot. What's up with that? Another comment here from another gentleman says, it's not even gratitude. It is simple good manners. That is true. There are a bunch of people out here. If you're an adult who was raised up to speak a certain way with manners and say thank you and please, some people weren't raised that way. Some people have to be taught. And I think a lot of people do recognize people who don't say thank you and please and mark them as like, oh, you're a bad person. Where there are just people out here who weren't raised up that way, and they need to be told that like, hey, I know, guys, you're thinking, well, you're an adult, you should know. You'd be surprised. But someone who's willing to learn to build an environment and work on the best environment to cooperate with you as a man, then that's the type of person you want to, talk about those things with. Here's another comment that says, ex-wife did this. New girlfriend praises me for everything, so I actually do more now because I like the gratitude and appreciation. It's like a drug, this commenter says. Nothing like having a woman who appreciates you. Here's another comment that says, this is why we want to be alone. And there's also nothing like being trapped in a situation where you are slaving away, doing everything you can, but it just feels like it's never enough. Here's another comment that reads, my wife and I constantly thank each other for the small things. He thanks for grabbing the trash. Really ain't that hard. Yeah, man, it shouldn't be that hard. Another commenter here wrote, you show the slightest gratitude, you'd get a whole lot more. And somebody else here says, 2 days later, she divorced. Guys, when people say like, oh, 2 days later, she's divorced, or you see these videos, I know some of you guys think this is just entertainment. Relationships aren't easy. They are not easy. People with the mindset who are not willing to compromise, grow, and yes, I am talking about both women and men in this situation, who can't come together and understand why saying, oh, I'm not going to thank you for the small things because you'd be doing that anyways. And you think that makes sense and you're not able to show gratitude and appreciation and communicate properly, you will fail. It's just that simple. You're going to fail. There's no magic solution to making relationships work. Here's another comment that says, I noticed she only mentioned him doing things inside the house and not her doing anything outside the house. Another gentleman here says, man here, she's not wrong on this. You guys, there's always one. There's always one. My wife does not need to tell me thank you for contributing to the house duties. Might be the exception to the rule. Could he be telling the truth? Yeah, but would most men be okay with this? Nah, man. Showing gratitude, being thankful is a good thing. But as always, man, I'm curious to know, what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. How do you think this situation is going to end? Till next time, I'm out. Peace.